Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where I am back here in Mediceld with Theoden, who is about to ride forth. Right, sir?
The riders are ready to depart, as am I.
We will ride to Isengard and remind Saruman of what he has forgotten, that the Riddermark is not for his taking. It belongs to the Erelingas, who will refresh his memory with sword and spear. I know that Eowyn is unhappy with her charge, and she would be on the forefront of the battle if I allowed her to ride with us. It would console her a little to know that it is not for her safety that I seek to ensure with my command, but that of my people. They need someone to lead them in my absence, someone to give them hope for better days to come. They need Eowyn to be strong, and I know that she will be. Another spear at Isengard will avail us little. A shield at home may be the difference at the last. I am ready to ride. Let me know when you are ready to see us off. All right, I guess it's time to ride forth.
It is time.
Theoden King has mustered a force of more than 1,000 spears and prepares to ride for Isengard. Will he return to Edoras in this life?
We'll have to find out. Gandalf was right, Pinesea. I have sat in the shadows of my hall for far too long. It is good to breathe the clean air once more, and to feel the breeze upon my face. Grima's whisperings made me forget, but now the memory of good has returned to me, and in greater force than before. Walk with me a ways. I have a request to make of you. Walk with you. Okay.
Forward, snowman.
I'll have to run a little, trot a little bit forward because, actually, can I keep up?
While I ride to Isengard, I would have you lend your aid to those who remain behind.
Our friend does not ride with us.
There are dangers both behind and ahead, Eomer.
I mean, he should have known because didn't he tell me to check up on his home village while he was away? I know that you're needed elsewhere, Pinesea. Still, I would feel more at ease if you rode with us. I do not want to add my own worries to those already concerned, but if you find yourself in the Eastfold, perhaps you can catch your eye. Why does this sound so familiar? The town of Aldburg is my home, and I am not in Edoras, and it is now left to the care of my steward Archil. It has been a long while since I returned to Aldburg, and I worry that the dangers that threaten the rest of the Mark may also affect my home. You need not go there in haste. Help my sister with her own task first. But it would ease my mind if I thought that you might go to Aldburg afterwards. You have my thanks. Okay. I'm wondering if there's some repeated dialogue between this, because this is the epic, and there's also the out of epic version of it or something like this, because I get this sense of repetition here. Maybe I've done it recently on a different character, which could also explain it. Hello, Legolas. There you are, Pinesea. Did you not recognize me? Theoden gave us raiment of war from his own hoard. I prefer my own garb, but we ride now to war, and this shining mail will serve me better. Still, I appreciate the gift. Well, what do you say, Aragorn? I understand that your path leads elsewhere, but still, we may yet meet again. There are dangers aplenty in Rohan, and not enough good-hearted folk to defeat them. If only there were 2 of you, or 4, or 6! Oh, sound of merriment are rare in these times, Pinesea, and defeating Saruman will not change that. Gandalf is quick to remind me that the real foe lies east, and not to the west. But if Rohan is to survive, we must do something about the enemy that is nearest. and we will. What do you say about that, Gimli? The armor of this land is not made for for doors, Pine Sea, but the king gave me a shield bearing his device, a white horse on a green field. I'm proud to bear it, but I am less pleased by the prospect of being borne by such a creature in the journey to Isengard. I've had enough of bouncing around on the back of such beasts like a sack of meal. Ilmer says that I may ride with him, and I have to agree to take him up on this offer, as long as Legolas will ride beside us. Together we will teach young Aylmer how mistaken he has been concerning the Lady of the Golden Wood. We will be good company, assuming he learns his lesson well and quickly. Well, what does Theoden have to say about all this? The host is assembled and ready to ride, Pine Sea, but there is still one other matter that I would see resolved. Will you find Gleowine and bring him to me? Okay. There is still the matter of his punishment to be settled. Well, he's not worried about punishing me then. I guess my punishment is to stay behind and help his niece. The king has chosen this moment to reveal his punishment? I am prepared, Pine Sea. Whatever my king decides will be just. We'll just have to see. All right, let's see how it goes.
Gleowine, do you know why I have called you before me?
I do, my king. My friends and I returned to Edoras against your direct command.
Why did you do this?
We did this out of love, my king, and fear. Love of the Mark, and fear for its people.
I share this love, Gleowine, and this fear. But a king's word is law, and must be obeyed. You will not escape judgment.
That is just, my king. I submit to your will.
I ride to war. It is like to be my last riding. I need a minstrel by my side to record the deeds that await.
My king?
It will be your burden to witness my final days, if this be they, and record them in song.
You will return from the battle, my king.
That may be so. Do you accept my judgment?
I do, my king.
Very well. Not exactly a fun place to be, but I suppose that if you're a minstrel, that is a place where you'll need to be. I mean, I guess you get the accounts from other people, but that's another matter. It is done, Pine Sea. Each of the three of you, Gleowine, Horn, and you, with whom I now speak, will serve Rohan in the ways for which you are best suited, and scrub away the black mark incurred for defying my command. Now, it is time to depart, and my sister-daughter Eowyn, as the people journey to Dunharrow, and wish us well in the battle. With good fortune we will overcome, and put an end to Saruman's treacheries at long last.
Forth, Eorlingus.
I suppose it's now time to prep the evacuation?
So they are gone. May they ride to victory.
It is now up to those of us who remain to carry out my uncle's will and the wishes of those who ride with him. I hope we are both up to the challenge. Well, we'll have to find out. Oh.
My uncle has commanded that I bring the people of Edoras to Dunharrow.
He's commanded that we bring the people to Dunharrow, for that is a more defensible location than Edoras. Before we make our way there, we should send word to Haraldale of the great number of people will soon be arriving. Some have already made their way to Haraldale, but more will be arriving soon, from all corners of Kingstead. If you have enough time to spare, I ask that you travel northeast to the town of Ventwade and ensure that the people there are prepared for what lies ahead. Afterwards, someone will need to travel to Haraldale. The Lord of Haraldale is Thane Dunher, nephew of Ekelbrand, Lord of Helm's Deep in the Westfold. He is a mighty man, accomplished in battle and most loyal to my uncle and the Mark, but he rode to defend the ford of Isen some weeks ago, and his wife now rules in his stead. She and I have never been friendly. Ellen Fremedon is, by most accounts, a kind woman, and is just as her husband. But she and I are as different as the badger is to the noble steed. She will not be pleased to hear that I and the folk of Edorast will soon be sheltering at the hall, but she would be less pleased to hear the news from me. After you have helped the people at the Entwade, travel to Underharrow to the south, and give Ellen Fremedon this unpleasant news. There is little other choice, and you seem to be the best available messenger for these tidings. Okay, so which you use? About to ask which you use the badger, which is the steed, but considering Eowyn's feisty nature, I think it's a pretty good, easy guess. Well then, to the Entwade. What do you need me to do there?
I need your help, my friend.
With my uncle Theoden bringing the war to Saruman, there remains a great many things to do in the Westament. To the east, the river fort of the Entwade lies along the Entwash's shore, and has held the wade for many years innumerable. Thane Edrich commands the post, and holds but a few men in his service. The White Hand has pressed into the king's lands as of late, and the cost of losing the wade would be unknowable. I have many matters to attend to in my uncle's stead, but I know this is a task for which your skills are suited. If you would aid me, I would have your steed readied and to journey at once. All right, so now to the Entwade. Hello, sir. I've been asked to help you with anything you need.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
At long last, Edoras seems fit to send anyone at all to the Wade. Perhaps Eowyn is a bolder leader than her uncle.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
Well then, welcome to the Entwade, traveler. I have little time to spend chatting with one so ill-acquainted with the troubles of Rohan. The king has ridden west and left me many problems and not enough men to handle them. Be him renewed or not, my people have still been forgotten. Look to my side, traveler. My wife, Leoflad, has struggles to make ready to evacuate my people to Alberg. Such a task would be difficult, even if the Uruks were not riding out in the plains, but such things are commonplace under Theoden King. Let us speak to no more of him, for my wife thinks such things bode ill for my temper. If you would help me as prepare, I would be grateful for your aid, though I know not how much I can repay you in these dire times. Well, I had a feeling of that. Now, let's see. Fortified quaff, reinforced quaff. Well, let's try the reinforced quaff. Well, actually, first let's take the quest. And we need to do 2 quests. Danger and silence.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Entwade has been the victim of many assaults of late. For my part, my men and I have kept the people from harm and our homes largely intact. However, in the last week, the attacks have ceased. It does not take one well versed in strategy to presume that a larger attack will soon fall upon us. I have been busy helping my wife prepare the people to travel to Aldburg, and any new information of our foes' whereabouts has not yet been delivered to me. If you would, speak to my guards near the Entwarch and in town. They may have more insight as to the dangers that we'll be left to deal with once the people depart. Okay?
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
And you attend to be a Hail Mariner. As my wife makes ready to escort the people south to safety, I would ask this of you. The road to the south will lead my people to Aldburg, but our foes lurk too near. The Uruks that stalk the fields of Kingstead have done much to harry my people, and have been so bold as to attack Entwade itself several times in the past few. Excuse me, I have an Uruk I need to attack. Really? I mean, sorry about that, sir, but I was thinking that Uruk was about to attack the mead hall, and I think that wouldn't have been good, right? Okay, I'm glad you appreciated it.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Oh, traveler! Eldridge has sent you to me? Oh, good. Perhaps now we shall be able to depart in some timely manner. It has been a great undertaking to uproot the people of the Entwade. At my husband's request, I shall aid in escorting them to safety in Aldburg to the south. Many have packed for weeks now, but we cannot afford to wait any longer. I protested with Eldridge, bade me to stay in Aldburg as well, but if I cannot return to Kingstead, then I shall aid the people of the Eastfold during the stay. Truly, they face great troubles as well. As for you, my people are as ready as they're likely to be. Would you do me a great favor and bid them to join me here? All right, so gather people of the Entwade. Right. That wasn't a pillager Uruk. I guess it was a different Uruk that I had killed. But he seemed to be rather dangerous where he was. Well, let's do some beckoning. Let's see. Okay, that's all I have to do is to beckon him. I will miss you, friends. Take care of each other while I'm gone, for I shall return as soon as I am able. The Uruks are going to be feeding on chicken very soon. That's what I got to say about that. I am pretty sure of that. Well, it is time to prepare. Let's finish our belongings. Inside them we shall gather with the others. All right.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Thane Eldridge wishes to know what has become of our foes. The Uruks still ride along the plains, and the king has done naught to drive them off. He stripped us of most of our men, and soon we shall be ever fewer when Leoflad and the rest depart. The Uruks circle us like vultures, Pinesea, and there is no telling when they shall strike us next, or if they direct their wrath towards Meadowmead. That is all I know of what's to come. The people must be ready to leave as soon as they're able. And is there anybody out here I was supposed to speak with? Ah, yes, there is. This is Inguk?
Time is short, and so is hope.
It has been long since I have spoken with Thane Edric, and while it is true that the relative peace is held, I fear it will soon end. During my post a few days ago, I spied orcs crossing the Entwash, with much difficulty, mind you, passing on to the shores of Kingstead. Those orcs look different, and they do not bear the markings of the White Hand. Moreover, they appear to be fleeing from the farmstead nearby. Perhaps Reeve Fostred is as brutal as I've been told. He does get a little hot-headed, yes. I am not one to believe that an orc can know fear, but I am certain that we have not seen the last of them. St. Eldritch surely knows not this, and he must be advised about such troubles. Okay. And I need to speak to Anrod. That would be this way. All right. Anrod is that the, yeah, that's this guy way up here. Hello there. Anything to report?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I can't tell you much more than you already know. The Uruk-hai have roamed in from both east and west, and I fear that they have stolen the horses of the Broadacres in their travels. I fear that they are responsible for Middlemead's silence as of late as well, though I know that Magla would not allow such foes to come close to his people. Ah, well, the troubles facing the Entwade are numerous enough. None shall be safe until the roads are cleared of their kind, and of that I am sure Thane Eldritch knows. Yes. Yeah, he is quite unfortunately aware of that. Ah, more to gather? Time to get ready to depart? Very well, we shall go meet with Leoflat. It sounds like that you were just waiting for the signal. All right, and time for us to go? I suppose I have packed enough for now. Okay, we can just hope that everything is all nice and ready, and gives us one last person to summon before we take apart. Well, I guess it's time to head out. I shall join you with the others when I finish this work here. Wait not on my account. It shall not be long. Okay. It's feeling like a weird time to be chopping wood. I have summoned the townfolk.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Thank you, Pinesea. You allowed me a chance to finish off my other preparations, and now it appears that everyone is here. Keeping them in my side will likely prove more challenging, but worry not, for I have handled far worse. Well, there you go. And what about you, sir? I have back with the report.
The White Hand is wicked.
It's as I feared, Pinesea. More foes rally around our lands even now, and with such little time before my people depart, we shall have to find and strike these threats as soon as we are able, for only then will my people find safe passage. All right. So, she's getting ready to depart, and he says they need safe passage. And well, for the moment, I don't see any Uruks around, but I have seen several of them around here and there, and we are going to seek them out and destroy them when we return for the next episode of River and Sea.